Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Now, today was the holiday, so no new updates, but quickly moving on to what's new, starting with the equity side as usual. The first trade is a long one that we have planned on Hindalco, where we're going to go for a simple, strong demand zone trade at 235. Also, it has made a small lower low, but if I compare the retracements, the retracement that has happened right now is looking a bit sustainable. So that is what we have on the cards. Hindalco long at 235, stop loss at 231, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the second one, Jubilant Foods, it's a short there with strong lower highs, which also happens to be in continuation of a larger structure pattern. So we're going to go for a short near an established supply zone at 2790, stop loss at 2825, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The third one that we have planned is a long on ACC, where we are going to go for a simple buy trade at 1650. Similar to Hindalco, it has made small lower lows, but instead it's not actual lower lows, it's the same lows, and both of them happen to be near an established supply term demand zone. So that is what we are betting on. Long at 1625, stop loss at 1630, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the fourth one is again a short, but here on Titan, where again similar to Jubilant Foods, it is happening to be in continuation of the underlying lower high structures. We're going to go for a short at 1520 at an established supply zone, stop loss at 1540, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Talking about the final equity trade that we have is a short plan on Tech Mahindra, where it had a strong established demand zone at 990 to 985 levels, but it has broken that really strongly, and we have seen new selling pressure surface from that very price region. So that is exactly where we are planning a short 990, stop loss at 1005, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now moving on to the indices have been pretty tricky lately to trade, especially for new aspirants. Now I always have a very clear opinion on indices, when to go for a range break trade and when to go for a range bound trade. Right now on Nifty we have one decisive level of about 14 to 30 till about 14 to 50. If the price is sustaining that, you can go for a quick 60 to 70 points up move, or if it's not sustaining that, you can go for a quick 60 to 70 points cut down move trade. Conversely, if you want to go for longs, you can go for longs near 14,175, or you can go for shorts near 14,310, 14,315. When I talk about the option chain on Nifty, we have immediate resistance at 14,400 with a big 2.4 million addition of contracts, and significant at 14,500 with relatively small 1.7 million addition of contracts. On the support side, I have 14,200 at immediate support with 800,000 added contracts, and 14,100 at significant support with 342,000 added contracts. From the option chain, it seems that the call writers are a lot more than the put writers. When I look at the PCR, it comes out to be at 0.89, which is moderately bearish. If it was over 1, then we would have been in alignment for both the sides, but since it's 0.89, I don't really have a big hefty conclusion from the option chain, but still 14,200 seems to be a critical level. I have a zone close to there as well, 14,175, so I will be keeping an eye on that level. Moving on to the second chart that we have, Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty is at a really important point. If it breaks 31,100, it will not take a long time before it goes all the way back to 3600 or 3700. On the upside, however, 31,300 is going to act as immediate resistance. Broken that, it won't take long to move again 300-400 points on the upside. So right now on Bank Nifty, instead of a range bound trading approach, I would prefer to have a range break trading approach, where I would go long above 31,300 and short under 31,100. It's a small 200 point range, so I don't really expect it to stand for more than a day or two. When I talk about the option chain on Bank Nifty, I have immediate resistance at 31,300 with 61,000 added contracts, significant at 31,500 with 330,000 added contracts. On the support side, I have 31,200 with just 26,000 added contracts, significant at 31,000 with 417,000 added contracts. But to be honest, from the option chain, Bank Nifty doesn't really give you anything for tomorrow. But from the chart, it's really clear 200 points ka range. Waiting should be really rewarding at this point. This is it for today, guys. This marks the end. These are all the charts that I had to share with you guys for tomorrow's trading session. I hope you are liking the content. If you are, show your love, like the video, leave a comment, press that bell notification icon, and subscribe to the channel as well. If you want the charts and the option share analysis and the watch list in a written format, check out the Telegram channel at the rate Apex Finso. I share everything there before the market opens or before 9 a.m. I hope you have a wonderful and green trading session tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.